Hello and welcome to the FilmHounds podcast. We are back with Gavin, who will be talking about all his festival trips he's been on. How you doing, Gavin?
I'm very swell. It's nice to be back on home turf. How is everyone else?
Great.
Good.
Really well.
I hope I can add some enthusiasm into it on when I edit.
Using AI, he'll make us seem human.
We are doing well, Gavin. Thank you for having us.
It's so great.
It's so great.
You've been actually doing some exciting things recently, haven't you? Festivals and going to other countries. You explain.
There's been a little excitement. We can get into that.
Can we get into it now?
Can we?
Oh,
please?
we're doing that now.
Oh no! Let's. This is not a show for foreplay. Let's just get straight to.
Well,
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Please.
Serious Hounds. Yes.
I thought that was like
The
a
intros
nice.
was our names, and that was it. That's
Sorry.
what we do now. Then we
we
jump
don't
in.
do. There's no wine and cheese because we know you don't like cheese. We just get straight into the meat.
No, just the
and
ham.
I think the people know that I'm very happy with just the wine and no cheese.
I thought we were trying to be. There is an agenda because we are very prepared, but I thought we'd try and like make it fluid, seamless. But the seams are not there.
No, we want it now. We want to know what you've been doing now.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been fam.
where have I been? On New Year's Day, I flew out to the United States of America.
Risky.
Which was very risky, and attended the Palm Springs International Film Festival, which is a weird country to start with a weird festival, but a festival that I do recommend.
Okay.
Oh,
It's quite a good one.
Awesome.
It's a bit of everything. So even the festival organizers pitched to me as it's the end of the award season. It's being distracted by comments.
we usually hold our
that
comments
for-
afterwards, but yeah.
That's for the is that for the subscribers, for Patreons, Patreon subscribers to access.
You were
Truth
in the.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! You were in the United States of America.
Yes,
How was your flight? Just out of interest.
very nice actually.
Just a nice bit of travelogue. Just I thought it'd be nice for the audience.
Is it like a 9 hour, 10 hour, 12 hour?
It was 11.
Ooh.
Did you watch any films on the flight? Or were
I
you
did.
you were just in the cinema mode.
So we're serious hounds, Paul. We never
Serious.
stop. We never
No.
stop. So
Gavin's
Our work
serious
is
face as
never
well.
over. Our work is never over.
no, it's not. It never is. What did I watch on the way out? I watched 2 films, I believe. I need to get on my Letterboxd. Thank God for that app.
Never heard of that film.
Oh, Gavin, we put that in the agenda at last minute. It should have been prepared.
Yeah.
Not really. He's okay.
Gosh, where's the diary? Because I remember what I watched on the way back on the flight. That was it. So I watched The Smashing Machine and I watched The Naked Gun.
Oh,
Oh,
Smashing
wow,
Machine's
combo.
boring. I
Yeah.
find it really dull.
Wait, the new
love-
Naked Gun or the old Naked Gun?
New one.
Oh,
I loved
I'm out.
the new Naked Gun.
Well, the thing with the new Naked Gun in particular, why that worked for me on the flight, was I actually flew out with my dad. He was the one who took me out to this festival.
Oh, that's quite cute. That's really nice.
I mean, it was because of money from our dead grandma and inheritance
That's
from
nice.
selling the house.
Oh,
Okay,
So
that's less sweet.
he was said,
oh my God.
I've got some money. I'll take you out to an international film festival because I love travel. You like travel.
It's what
and
Grandma
film.
would want. On her
Actually,
deathbed.
funny
She
enough,
said, take Gavin to a film festival.
I thought
Don't-
she was gonna leave some to FilmHounds actually, but
No, we spent it all on this excursion, I'm
You
afraid.
must take Gavin to the United States to a
Hmm.
film festival. Okay, Mama, I will do it.
Yes.
I was going to say, on that then, how come your dad settled on Palm Springs?
No, well, so we looked at what was happening. We actually originally tried to go to the Red Sea Film Festival. Um, that didn't materialize because of miscommunication. But this could be on the cards for later this year when that's back on.
Did you go on the wrong flight? And
We did a reverse Home Alone. It was my dad's who
Your dad
got
got
lost
stuck
on the
in New
flight.
York.
He got lost in Jordan by the
Oh my
Red
God.
Sea. Um,
Oh,
well, the options were I can't remember the names of them, but it was Norway, Italy, or Palm Springs. And my dad said, let's go America then.
It's the only one that's got a film named after it. There we go. You got to go.
That's
There's no
how
movie called
you.
Italy. There's a great movie called Palm Springs. You got to go. Boom. There we go.
There you
pretty sure
go.
there's some films named after Italian places and Norwegian places, actually.
Okay, name me all of them right now.
No,
No, you can't. Exactly.
I just said no, I won't. I didn't say I can't. I just said I won't.
did you say Noah?
Noah. Noah way.
He's in the Bible.
Also,
Wait,
what is
yeah,
this?
there's a vampire movie called Norway. Ah,
What
Yeah.
is this anti-new Naked Gun slander? It's really good.
It's even better when you're on a flight, you've had countless drinks with your father, and you're
This is gonna be
good 7 hours into the flight. Most people are asleep, and then this one idiot near the front is howling with laughter, bit tipsy, having the time of his
Well,
life, 30,000 feet in the air, watching a new Naked Gun.
I
is
did
that you or your dad?
both.
Spoiler alert, me. Absolutely me.
I did a kindness to all UK-based critics by not attending any multimedia of Naked Gun because I knew I would be howling. And then I watched it at home and I woke my son up. I was laughing so loud. There's one particular joke in it that is so geared towards me. I was crying with laughter. There's a very specific scene in which Liam Neeson goes on a rant about a classic 90s TV show. And I laughed so much, my son came downstairs, flung open the door and went, Dad, shut up. And slammed the door and went back to bed.
Poor guy.
I need to watch it.
It's not as
It's
good as
great.
the originals,
I
but
liked
it's good fun. It's fine. It's good fun. Smash Machine, yeah, that's okay, I guess. I just did not really care for it.
Yeah, I found it a bit quite boring.
I
And
didn't even watch it and I found it boring. I saw the trailer and I thought, why?
for a
I
film
get
about UFC and fighting and cage and addiction and everything, I just found it like very plodding and dull. And the Rock's crying in it. I mean, I could get an Oscar for crying like that if he could.
That's what I thought was really, really weird is they seem to edit around his performance. Every time he gets emotional, I was ready to have a little bit of Dwayne opening his heart, but yeah, the way they edit it's almost like they're trying to hide his
I think so.
performance.
I think
He
it's because he in the makeup he looks like a really jacked Dylan McDermott, and everyone got really distracted.
Don't
Watch the
discredit
trailer.
Dylan like that.
Well, hey, this is a Dylan McDermott safe zone, but he does look like what if Dylan McDermott was jacked as fuck. And that was my issue with the Splash Machine. Is I'm like, you look weird, man. You look weird, Dwayne. You look weird. Good luck with the Oscar, bro.
Well, Gavin, thanks for telling us about the festival. We need to move on now. I'm
Yes.
joking. I'm joking.
Festival.
That's the
Well,
end.
the
We
fest-
spent that time talking about what happened before. Great stuff, guys. Yeah.
the festival itself, it's weird, going on weird. It is weird because it's a best of festival. So it plucks from the festival rounds all the way from like Sundance 2025 up to this point.
Okay.
So there was a lot of big stuff there, like No Other Choice. So there's a lot of big award season players there. So Park Chan-wook was there. Got to talk to him, which was very
Hey.
cool.
We've all seen it. We all love it.
You can check it out on the YouTube channel. Please go watch it. Give us some love.
Yeah, got it.
And with the films I ended up watching, so I watched, can I count? 9 films. And I tried to go for the stuff that obviously I hadn't seen before. And a lot of it is either stuff that's, in terms of UK release, has only just come out, or there's a fair few here that haven't got release dates yet. And even
Okay.
for America, there's some stuff that hasn't come out, or has just come out in the US and it's got no UK release. There's no duds. There's no 1 star awfulness or 2 star awfulness. It's kind of good and above from there.
What were the highlights then?
Highlights, absolutely. My Father's Shadow is the best.
Okay.
Absolutely incredible film that is out in cinemas now here. And Akinola Davis Jr. was actually there at the festival. He did a little Q&A after the screening, and I actually managed to have a little chat with him afterwards. Lovely bloke, but just an amazing directorial debut. And just how much he's in control, how much he's got this real knack of just really feeling Lagos. So the whole film's like set in Lagos, Nigeria. You don't really see that side of things in film, and you get like a real sense of the city and the people there. Amazing performance from, I think you pronounce it actually as Chope Dizeru, who was in Gangs of London. And I said to Akinola, it's so weird. Like the last time I saw him, he was killing people with darts in a pub. And here he is giving this emotional performance as his dad in a political turmoil.
He has done an interview with FilmHounds in the past. Chopin has. He did it for Mr. Malcolm's List, which is a lovely film that more people should have seen. Lovely little rom-com. I know, because I was the interviewer. Great actor. He's a terrific actor. He's really good.
He is, and he's amazing in this. I'm really upset award season hasn't been favorable towards him. I mean, award season, whatever, trophies, doesn't really matter, but it does hurt a little bit. And outside of that, I think the other ones that were really good were Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That was a lot of fun. Gore was
Yes,
there
good to see
afterwards
that.
as well. Again, just another terrific bloke, really fun Q&A. Magellan with is it Gail Benicio?
Gail Garcia Bernal.
Thank you.
Mm.
And it's this, so I want to talk about this film because half the audience left.
Really?
So
This is a historical, sorry to cut in, but this is a historical one, right? This is based on,
yes,
okay, because I think I heard about the real Magellan, how are we pronouncing it? Magellan.
I got schooled by a Portuguese speaker and totally forgot, but it's not Magellan or Magellan, it's something different.
Is it like Magellan or something like that?
I think
Magellan?
so.
Okay.
Magellan.
Well,
But either way.
I read about the guy, the real guy, and apparently he was a complete arsehole.
Oh yeah. Well, he's like the granddaddy of colonialism.
This explains everything.
But the context of the festival, so there's no separate press screenings and public screenings. It's just you have your press pass and you go to these public screenings and you get to jump the queue and go in, grab your seat, enjoy the film with everybody else. So most people at Palm Springs are, I'd say the youngest is like 60.
Really?
Well, to be fair, it's Palm Springs, home of the newlywed and nearly dead. So that's
Yeah.
not that shocking.
And yeah, this is slow cinema. It's 2 hours. I think this is the director's shortest film. So, director being Lav Diaz, Filipino director. So he has a film that's 10 hours long. He has another film that's 5 hours long.
Oh, God.
So this being about 2 hours 40, this cut anyway, is one of his shortest, but you feel the runtime. But I was locked in. It's so engrossing still. And I really like what he's doing as a director. Yeah, like Gale's like in the titular role of Magdalene, he is an absolute piece of shit, and they let you know about it. But you really get the insight into like the different like the Spice Islands culture, what it was called back in the day, and you really get a grasp with the people and really the effect of colonialism. I was really into it, but it was so funny as time goes on. More and more people just walking out, and it was half empty by the time credits
What
rolled. And the
what was making
sentiment.
them walk out?
Yeah.
Like was it like outrage or was it boredom or what? Were they just like fuck this
So
guy?
most of it, I think, was boredom because
Fair
like
enough.
it is, and like most scenes, so there's no camera movement. The camera never moves. Everything's static shot,
Yeah.
except when the camera is on a moving item, i.e., if it's on a boat, but the camera never moves.
Right.
Okay.
But it is very nice. Like each frame is gorgeous. It is very pretty. Um, I just really like the themes and the story and kind of the critique of him is great. And like the exploration of colonialism. So I was really locked in with that, but I totally get this is absolutely not for everyone. But there was a couple beside me who was a lovely, because the people of Palm Springs, the older generation, they love having a chat. And they
Oh
love it
no.
when they find out that you're Brit, and they love talking to you about that. So I met some wonderful characters, but this was an Australian who's been living in the States for like 20 years. We're here with his Spanish wife, and
Wow.
they walked out, and I actually saw him afterwards. I was like, I was not to your taste or anything. It's like, well, especially with a Spanish wife and this film kind of calling out Spanish ancestors and then their colonial ways. And he said, and I quote, "This isn't exactly a date night movie."
But surely you would know that going in, like, oh, it's a biopic of this absolute arsehole. Honey, would you like to go and see a biopic of this absolute son of a bitch? I would love to. Like, surely you know that in advance.
Yeah,
Festivals
well,
just turn up.
Unless they just showed up and they're like, hey, Gail Garcia Bernal, let's go watch this movie.
Yeah, it
Did-
There's
takes
a
your
ship
pick.
in it.
Might as well.
Yeah.
We're here. We're here, and we're ready for some movies.
Yeah, because sometimes like festivals, like I definitely used to do
I
this
think I've
back
done
in the
that.
day. I will literally just go, "That's what the movie's called. Okay, I'll go see it." And
Yeah.
then
That's
I'll sit through and
that's
go,
how I saw
"Why did
Fuck
I
Toys.
pay?"
That's how I saw Fuck Toys at LFF. I was like, well, that's a weird name for a film. I will go. I
Oh,
also
Hot Toys, great film.
I
Gav-
really liked it. But
Yeah,
speaking of
great film.
walkouts, Gavin, did you go to LFF? I cannot remember. Oh yeah, no, you did.
yeah, I was at
Did you
LFF.
go? Were you there at Anemone?
No,
Oh, there was walkouts in that one.
a lot of sleeping.
no.
There
Gavin,
was lots of walkouts.
did your
I love a
dad
walkout.
did your dad enjoy Fuck Toys at LFF?
Absolutely. He was front row.
Did
I
your
bet
dad
it was.
watch all the films at Palm
No,
Springs?
no, he was having the time of his life. He was going to spa retreats. Palm Springs is a gorgeous place. I'd happily go back. Well, until they fix all their shit over there, I will happily go back to the States and go to Palm Springs. And it's a gorgeous place. You're literally right in front of an 8,000-foot mountain that's just overhead because there's no high rises. You're in the middle of the desert and you're just surrounded by mountains towering over you wherever you are. It's incredible. And he did like a hike up there.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful, and a massive queer community as well. So I did end up having after one of the after parties, I got invited to. Went with a few PR people, went to some gay clubs. That was a fun night.
Nice.
So, like as Paul, you were saying,
Did your
it's
dad go to the gay clubs as well, or was
absolutely not.
he like, you have some fun? I'm going to sit in a lilo with a mojito. You have fun. Gavin. Mine
Pretty
don't, though.
much, pretty much.
Just in one of those rubber rings,
Yeah,
bowl of nachos and a beer.
there we go. But the other film, the final film I do want to talk about, because I really want to push this, because I hope it gets a release, is She Dances, which stars everybody's favorite Steve Zahn.
Stevie!
I was wondering what you were going to say there. Like everyone's about Steve Zahn. Oh,
Yeah,
Steve
he's
Zahn.
great. He's
I love
terrific
Steve
in
Zahn.
everything that he's in.
True.
He can do no wrong until I find out he's a wrong one. But until then,
Until
No,
then,
I feel like he's not a wrong un. He can't be a wrong un.
that would
Filmhouse
be an
supports the
upsetting
career.
day.
It would be a sad day. We've had
When are we,
Steve
when are
Zahn
we
and some
going to get
secrets.
Steve Zahn on the cover of a Film Hounds that just says, Steve Zahn, he's okay, you know?
How about idea now? Because he's definitely going to be in Silo season 3, right? I
Get him in
didn't
the
hear watch
fucking
Silo
role.
before I go into all of this.
I saw the
No.
first
Don't give a
series.
shit.
Okay. Well, we binge watched the second series, and Steve Zahn is in it. And he actually has an important role. So, and
Let's
he's going to
get
come
him on
back.
the magazine.
Let's get people excited about Silo, so we can have Steve Zahn on the cover.
Let's do a big feature about the career of Steve Zahn from, I don't know what his early work was, but Daddy Daycare,
Reality
Sahara.
Bites.
Sahara, love Sahara.
That
Daddy
thing you
Daycare.
do.
Oh, that thing you do, yes, Katie. All the way to Planet of the Apes, all the way to
Cowboys.
Anaconda. Let's do it. Let's do the Steve Zahn retrospective.
There we
Wait,
go.
did you say
Everybody's-
Anaconda?
Yeah, he's in the new
He's
Anaconda.
in the new one.
He's in the new Anaconda. Because like, if it's Anaconda, but yeah, the new one. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm getting him confused with Jennifer Lopez. They look very similar.
Yeah, I know. Right? It's so confusing. Yeah, I get it. I
They're
get it.
juicy booties.
But in She Dances, he actually stars with his real life daughter.
Oh.
And the whole concept is that they're a father and daughter. They have a fractured relationship. Like Steve's character split with his wife, and he ends up having to chaperone her at a regional dance competition. And it's got a lot of comedy elements in there. It's a classic comedy drama. By the end, I was in tears. And it's just like a really well made, really nice comedy drama, get you in the feels. It's got a nice little turn with Ethan Hawke as well.
It's
And
called?
Silence.
What's it called? She Dances.
She Dances, yeah. I don't even know if it has a US distribution yet, but I really hope it does. And the audience really loved it. They were really lapping it up. There was definitely a lot of sniffles, not just me, at the end of the film. And actually, it has a really good ending. I was really happy with what they did with the ending there. But I really hope it gets some kind of distribution. It's definitely worth it. Like, Paul, you're going to be in tears at this.
Oh,
You're
I'm
gonna
ready
lose
for
it.
it. You had me tearing up at Steve Zahn daughter dance competition. I'm there. I'm already. Get me the tissues, guys. I'm there.
That reminded me. I think last week I watched Paper Moon for the first time.
Oh, I
Have you
love
seen that?
Paper
Yeah, it's
Moon.
so good.
Lovely, lovely little film.
great
right?
movie.
It's a
So sad.
father
Yeah.
and daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's a good team. Didn't she get nominated for something for that, Tatum O'Neal?
She
Oscar.
won the Oscar, best actress.
She won it. Well, I'm
Yeah.
so behind.
And
There
she
we go.
was-
She's
How
like,
old was she?
isn't
Like
she
10?
like? Yeah, she's like the youngest Best Actress winner, isn't
Yeah.
she?
So good, so good. 5 stars from me.
I looked it up. She Dances comes out in the US in March, apparently, but there's no
Can I-
UK.
Okay.
Who's the distributor?
It is. I don't know. I killed the screen. She
Our
Dances.
resident fact checker is on the case.
Paul, I thought you had this off the top of your head.
off the top of the dome, lads. Off the top of the dome. Doesn't really say. There's not much info.
Katie,
It doesn't say.
mind your own business is what he said.
It doesn't.
not say.
It doesn't say where I'm looking.
I'm interested to know for other purposes, but also for this purpose.
All it says is the Steve Zahn-essence is upon us. So I don't know what that means. It means more
Okay,
Steve Zahn to come.
Right, I'm gonna have to do my research because I was going to say, putting my other hat on, my day job hat, like a lot of these films, like that, they don't tend to get a decent distribution deal, or they don't get seen outside the US because they may be amazing, they may be brilliant, but you know what, like, Europe's not buying Steve Zahn movie, which is the sad thing. It's sort of like these kind of films, they end up feeling more like they're just for, the US, they're domestic skewing or something, but no one looks beyond, actually, this could be a universal story because it's about a father and daughter bonding. But dramas are a hard sell, man. Dramas are a hard sell to sell anywhere outside of its own territory. You know what I mean? It's a shame. I hope it does get picked up by the UK, even if it's just straight to streaming. There is a chance that you may just one day you'll turn on the TV and you'll see one of the best films you ever saw, and it never got a deal because it came to your company and it's so upsetting just to see it appear on Sky. But yeah, that's how I felt about a film called If You Were the Last. It was one of the best films I ever saw that year, and I was so disappointed my company didn't take it on, but it disappeared. It didn't even get a really good US distribution. And this happens. Great films just die on the vine, and you only ever see them at film festivals. So this is the lesson. Go to film festivals, everybody. Go support
the depression that
film.
hits when it says a Sky original movie, and it's like, you didn't make this. You didn't make Promising Young Woman. Get out of my
Oh, that's
face.
even sadder. That's even worse.
You didn't make Nuremberg. Nuremberg is an excellent film. You definitely didn't make it, Sky. I've seen your originals. They are poo. Okay, Sky. You were great at showing films. You are not great at making films.
They just slap it on it. But Amazon does it too. Like, they do make their own shit, but they also
Netflix.
like, and
Netflix
as well. They're all
does it,
guilty of doing it. They're like, just slap our name on it, and then it automatically brings the value down by 50%.
She Dances seems like the sort of thing that would drop on Disney Plus under the Hulu banner.
Yeah,
they've had a couple of those ones. Like, what was it called? Suncoast. Did you guys see Suncoast with Woody Harrelson?
No, but yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah,
and Tandaway Newton's daughter. Yeah, and that was a lovely little indie drama comedy thing. That was like, the problem is you would struggle to sell this to the UK audience, but it was lovely. When I watched it, I was like, that was lovely. That was a lovely little film, but it's not going to set the box office alight in the way that other, a Marvel will or something, which is a shame.
Do we know does anyone looked into Letterboxd, the video store, how that's working yet? Because I know we spoke about it.
Yes.
I've seen it. They've got like about 5 new releases on there last time I checked. Ironically, there was a film not ironically. Anyway, we were talking about a film that is actually premiering on there called It Ends. And that was one that Becky flagged as well because she saw it at a film festival, everybody. Because it didn't. Again, this came to my company, my day job before. Personally, I found it horrendously depressing, but other people in the company really, really loved it. And Becky was saying that audiences seem to really love this movie. So I think this also might be a possibility for films like She Dances. Wait, is it called She Dances?
Well, there was it is She Dances.
Sorry.
When I interviewed the maker of The Mysterious Gaze of the Flamingo, Diego Cespedes, we chatted a little bit about Letterboxd Video Store because that film was part of that first lineup. And then it was at Palm Springs. So we did talk about it a bit, and it sounded like they got approached by Letterboxd because it was at Cannes and then kind of went under the radar a bit. I think he did 1 or 2 other festivals and then Palm Springs. And obviously between that, Letterboxd approached them about it. Because it took home an award from Cannes as well. But then it kind of just went a little bit quiet. It's quite good. I quite rate Mysterious Gaze of the Flamingo.
What country is it from? Can't remember.
Oh my God, that's terrible of me.
That's all right.
Why do I want to say Chile?
There's a lot of us putting each other on the spot this recording, isn't there?
I know. Sorry,
it is Chile.
On the spot, you remember? But yeah, Chile. Okay,
it is Chile. Yeah.
I'm just curious because sometimes, like, you'll get a random film that's not in the English language that will really like break out. But yeah, the Flamingo one, that was on my radar at Cannes because I heard people talking about it. I didn't get to see it because I never see anything when I'm at Cannes, but I did hear it on the radar.
Yeah, I really like it. It's quite unique, and looking at HIV and AIDS and the stigma around it through like a mythical curse, and it actually ends up by the end of it, it's quite a lovely film. But it's totally unique. I really liked it. And again, it's that thing of, outside of festival circuits, especially with things like Palm Springs, and I'm sure we'll talk about soon about Sundance as well, where you got these films that pretty much like no one else would have really seen. And it's a shame when it doesn't get distribution.
It's a shame because I see stuff at like LFF, and then you think that is great. And then you spend months going, is that film ever going to see the light of day? Because I'd really like to watch it again. And then it just doesn't. And you're like, whatever happened to that film? I thought that was bloody marvelous.
Had that
It's always the
with
littler ones.
yeah,
It's always the
BFI
little ones, isn't it?
Flair. So I actually did coverage for FilmHounds. Big Boys interviewed the director. Really lovely, um, little LGBTQ plus film. Was at the 2023 BFI Flair. It only just got a limited UK release back in this summer in
It's,
2025.
yeah, it's bizarre.
2 years.
Or what you do
Yeah.
is you see a small film that you think you're like, oh, I'll catch that. That seems interesting. And then you think nothing will happen, and then it becomes the big awards contender, and you're like, really, that one?
This
Really,
is
that thing I saw at 7 a.m. with a hangover that I thought, I'll give that a go. And suddenly they're going to win the Academy Award. What's going on?
I really
So
love to know
it's-
how like those films become big named films overnight. Because yeah, I'm with you on this. There are some things where I'm like, really? This one is the one everyone's going crazy for? I don't understand.
Because sometimes you just see stuff on a whim because you're like, oh, it's like a big break between two films, not films you have to see, but like
Yeah.
you kind of got to go to the big movies, and then you're like, well, I've got like 4 hours, and there's a movie. I might as well just kill some time with that. And then you're like, oh, that was pretty nice. I enjoyed that. I'm glad I caught that. And then yeah, a couple of months down the line, it's up for like 20 BAFTAs.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for Fuck Toys to have its moment.
So am I. Annapurna Sriram
should be.
needs their moment in the spotlight because I really enjoyed Fuck Toy. That was great. That was really bizarre. Saw that first thing in the morning, and you're like, it's too early to be watching this. It's too early for this sort of material. A bit like when I woke up early to watch Pillion, and I'm like, no, it's too early for this. This is a free.
That won't be
This
up,
is a
Killian. That was
free in
great.
the afternoon movie. This is not a 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård's pierced cock end movie. This is too early.
It's
me.
never too early for that, ever.
It's too early. sat between
Please.
two. I'm just there going, it's too early for BDSM, guys.
I think the only film that I've ever seen that's been too early in the morning was Suspiria, and it was on the IMAX screen, and there was like 10
That's
people
too
in the
early.
cinema. And I was like, I don't want to be here. It's awful. Especially
much.
towards the, like, it's literally the ending, like the end section of that film. I was like, I don't want to be here. It's too early.
The only person I imagine who wakes up and thinks I need a Suspiria level movie in my eyeballs at 8 in the morning is Becky. I imagine she wakes up and she's like, someone get me a Grindhouse movie to wash away the early morning blues.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah.
So Gavin, would you go back, do you think? Or is it a one
Palm
and done?
Springs, absolutely. No, yeah, I would. Like I said, a lot of it is tied to. I don't think I will go back to America until they sort things out. It was so weird. Because we flew into LA, stayed overnight there, and then we flew to Palm Springs the next morning. So stayed in a hotel, and the first morning of the hotel in Palm Springs, there's me and my dad. We're at the breakfast bar. There's a TV beside us in front of everyone, and you look up to the TV, and it's breaking news. Trump has bombed Venezuela and kidnapped the presidents, and we're just like, what is happening? So just absolutely insane. It is a insane country for good reasons and also lots of terrible reasons. So yeah, I would love to go back, but it definitely feels weird going out there. But I definitely in a privileged position where I did have a good time with it. And it is like, but Palm Springs, it's a great town, lovely people, and again, like a massive queer scene, which I did not expect. That was really nice. And it's a good festival. It's a really nice best of hits with the festival circuit for that year. And the fact that you do get a lot of Q&As with a lot of directors, Gore Verbinski, Park Chan-wook, Akinola Davis Jr., they're all out there. So good festival.
Awesome.
I am
Okay,
very
thanks.
envious that you've seen Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I cannot wait to see that film. It looks great.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Is it an original film?
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Slowly
Even
original.
better.
Yeah, good stuff.
I was gonna say, because you went there in person, so this is probably contributing to why you did Sundance, but remotely, so you didn't have to enter the US again.
Well, um, yeah, I did not have the money to go out to, well, I didn't have the money to go out to Palm Springs. I certainly did not have the money to go out to Sundance. So,
Fair enough.
yes, Sundance covering once again online. The sad thing about Sundance coverage is the titles available for online usage is dwindled over the last couple of years. It was when I first did it, it was amazing. I remember, access to every single title except four films. There was only four that were not available online. One of them was Past Lives, which hurt a little bit. But there was like you had everything basically. And now it's the total inverse of that, where all the big stuff it's not there online. Um, I would like to give the context of Sundance because it's probably the most exciting festival in terms of these are all world premieres. Nobody's seen these. We have no idea what these films are like. And yes, I do complain that online offerings, they're not as good as they were, but you do get to discover some hidden gems. And there are some. I didn't get to see as many films as usual. I saw eight in total. And again, like Palm Springs, there's no one or two star duds. Everything is like a three-star and above. And I would say if we're going to go for like a top three, third place is the talk of the festival, Josephine. There's already a review out on the website, and it's got, yes, oh, there's a hand up. Yes, at the back of the class.
What's Josephine about?
Josephine, oh, well.
Oh,
Oh, you sat down. Have you got a heavy drink by you? So it's a great cast. Channing Tatum, Gemma Chan, and a newcomer. I'm going to quickly get her name up. Mason Reeves, who is fantastic in this. So 8-year-old titular Josephine and Channing Tatum as dad. So they go for a run in the morning, and little girl runs off, witnesses there's no sugarcoating it, witnessing a rape. And the film from there, this is like the beginning. And the film from there is seeing how the parents try to deal with this of their child, young child, witnessing such a horrific thing in life, and suddenly she's thrust into this like adult world of like you can't protect her from everything. There is bad stuff that happens out there. That's life. She goes through a lot of behavioral changes, and it really affects her.
So it's a really dark comedy.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah,
comedy.
sure.
Okay.
No,
it's
it is.
not a
Yeah, no,
comedy,
it's
David.
yeah. It's absolutely in no way a comedy. It is just
Sorry,
straight
is
up.
Gemma Chan the mother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Gemma
I love
Chan,
it.
Channing Tatum, mum and dads. They're really
Gemma
good. And
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, like for those who've seen Foxcatcher, will know he can deliver dramatic chops, and he really does here.
Step
Gemma,
Up as well. Come on. He's great in Step Up. Let's not.
That
okay,
is not a dramatic role.
his dance moves are good.
Dramatic dancing.
I do like both of them. I do like both of them. That's
But
but is it harrowing though? Is it like
oh,
properly
oh,
harrowing?
it is horrendous, absolutely horrendous.
Lovely.
So
It's one of those films that you have to watch, right?
oh,
Like it may be
100%.
one of the worst things you've ever seen, as in like not as in quality, just like I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this unfold in front of me.
It's it has a really nice balance of like the horrific scene at the start. It's like there's no music. It's very real. It's almost kind of documentary style, but there is a bit more creative license as the film goes on. Like the filmmaker Beth de, I'm going to butcher the name, Arroyo. I'm so sorry. There's a lot more creative license, like really utilizing music and sound design and editing really well to kind of get into the psyche of Josephine. But I didn't think it was the total knockout that a lot of people are saying it is. It's very good. The first and the third acts are fantastic, but it kind of leans a little bit into melodrama throughout the second act, and it's a tad too long, but it really is incredible. And I would not be surprised. I know there's a lot of people talking about it with award season for next year already, but I would not surprised to see it back for award season come next year.
Okay.
Depends when it gets released, I think, because if it gets picked up, I think it's been picked up for the US. And but yeah,
Yes.
so it depends on where it gets picked up everywhere else, if it'll be a wide release. I was going to say just on this, I'm very invested in this film. I've been tracking it and waiting for it to come out because I saw the director's first film, Soft and Quiet. Soft and Quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
That film gave me so much anxiety. I couldn't stop watching, but I also couldn't believe what I was hearing and watching and witnessing, going, how is this getting worse and worse? And just a quick context for that, it's about a group of women who basically are white supremacists, and they eventually attack these two sisters who happen to be Asian. And it just gets worse and worse and worse and
There,
worse.
there's a bit of that in
Yeah.
Josephine, especially in the third act, where she's brought into. I'm going to try not go into too much detail, obviously, but she's in court testifying, and it's the whole thing is an extended wanna for like a full 10, 15 minutes. It felt that long anyway. And you see it from her perspective of like these adults like grilling her, like is awful, but like it's brilliant, amazingly constructed. But oh my God, yeah, those first and third acts are phenomenal, but the anxiety will spike. It's dreadful.
Might be too much. Might be too much for me, I think.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie that you've sold me on Josephine. I'm. It's weird to say I'm looking forward to it because of the subject matter, but I'm intrigued, and also I do like I say, I like the actors.
Yeah.
And the other one you mentioned as well by the same director. That sounds interesting.
Yes. I'm not sure where to like signpost that because I don't know where it got released apart from the US, and I don't think it was wide. Because of the context of the film, I think it's going to be a hard sell for anyone. But like, would you like this one-shot story about four female white supremacists who attack these two innocent people one
Half,
night?
half these films we talk about, though, I do think they must all be hard sells, really. Like,
They are.
but they got to be made.
Dramas
Well,
are a hard sell.
Yeah.
Dramas are a hard sell. It
It's
seems
the
to be getting
landscape we're
harder.
in.
Yeah.
It's the landscape we're in. But that said, though, this year there seems to be a lot of very exciting original films that do appear to be getting quite big cinema releases. Like when I was at the movies the other day and I was watching Send Help, an original film, and the trailers were all like original films, and apart from like Scream, whatever it is, Scream 8. But apart from that, I was like, this is an original film. This is an original, and they all look great. I can't wait. But yeah.
I definitely want to pick on that later when we talk about new releases. We absolutely need to talk about that. Number two, Sundance, a documentary. I always try to watch documentaries. Sundance is well regarded for documentaries, and the only one I watched was again, absolute banger, but not something you would call a favorite film. American Doctor. So it's about three American doctors. One's Palestinian, one's Jewish, and one is Zoroastrian. And it's documenting them going into Gaza. And there's actual footage of them working in a hospital in Gaza. And if you thought Josephine was bad, this is just, yeah. There is images that I do not want to see again. But again, this is one of those films where it is a must see. But yeah, I am not wanting to watch it again.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, but it's what's really great about the documentary is not like, it doesn't go into whole torture porn of like, look how bad everything is. It has a really good narrative of these doctors are doing some amazing work out in Gaza, and they're also having to do a lot of work back in the States in terms of getting the word out there about this genocide and having to fight misinformation. And a big part of the documentary is about that because they've got these first-hand accounts, they've got footage and everything, and they're having to fight all this misinformation that's happening. And it's really interesting. But yeah, really well made.
What are
But
they? Where are these doctors from? Like country-wise America, but how are they
American.
going? Are they going through Red Cross or
So this is I think one of them's like Med Global.
okay, so like
Um
a NGO type uh organization?
yeah, so they're going through like kind of international organizations and like UN associated type things. But one of the so actually one of the doctors, one of the three, they don't even make it in because and that's actually like part of his storyline is because they have to get like all the papers checked by the Israelis and like just kept on refusing him to come in. And I think it was like the Palestinian doctor as well. It's like there's a shot where he's on a hotel balcony and you just look over and it's like that it's my homeland is literally right there, but he's not allowed in. Like they kept refusing his papers, so he couldn't go. And he was, obviously fighting to just go and help people. And that
Mm,
was the thing. Like a big part of it is like like the doctors say, "Oh, we're not political," which I disagree with that statement. But it's that whole point of like, we just want to save lives,
mm.
but they have to go through so many hurdles, and even then, that's not always enough. Really powerful documentary. Definitely, like I really hope it does get some kind of distribution, just purely for the kind of general audiences to see. And even though I think there are, especially with the whole Palestinian genocide, I think there's a lot of people who are more aware of it and they are kind of seeing what's happening and accepting that. I think there's still kind of pockets of people where they could do with watching this and kind of informing themselves of, oh, this is actually what's happening. Um, yeah.
Gavin, Gavin, I'm begging you for a sci-fi or a comedy. I'm begging
I've got the one for you. My
you.
number one of
It's
Sundance
about the
is a
Holocaust.
comedy.
Hey.
So it's a comedy called The Musical.
Oh my
Ooh,
God. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm already invested. Do tell more.
So I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that is like saying this is a five-star banger. There's some people who do kind of like it, but in terms of like official reviews from a lot of big outlets, they not massively rating it. I had no preconception about this. All I knew was a brief synopsis of a middle school teacher who finds out his ex-girlfriend's dating the principal of the school, so he puts on a musical. That's all I knew. And going into it, I had no idea what was happening with it. And where it goes is absolutely fantastic. It is so funny. What it actually ends up being, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I was not expecting it to be basically it's a 70s, like a 1970s thriller in the context of a comedy that's about a musical.
Okay.
So it's all kind of like, a very dramatic score that's full of violins and it sounds like a horror thriller from the 70s. It's all slow pan-ins that kind of brings out anxiety and dread, but it's about this loser high school teacher that has a grudge against everybody. And I would not reveal what the musical is because that itself is an incredible reveal of what the musical is in
Oh,
the end. Because he's doing everything in his power to destroy the school. It is so funny, but it's just like the craft is so good. Like they absolutely knew what they were going for. They absolutely achieve it. I think it's even less than an hour and a half. It never outstays its welcome. Like, yes, there are some themes you can maybe pull apart with it, and I don't know whether I'm giving myself the kind of placebo effect of the more I think about it, the more I think it's genius. I'm maybe giving itself more credit, but than do. But man, I
boldly
was
on this.
so locked in. I thought it was absolutely genius.
I actually know what the musical is about, but
Oh,
I won't
really?
reveal it if you're not
Is it
going to.
the
That's
the comedy of it? Out of interest, is it kind of a cringe comedy? Is it that kind of
There's,
oh
there's a
Brendan?
lot of cringe comedy, but a lot of comedy is in like the writers and directors know exactly what they're doing here.
Yeah.
They
Oh
really
no,
lean
I'm
into the cliches of a 70s-esque political thriller but it's the loser
I'm
high
so
school
on this.
teacher, and it's
I am up for
oh
this
man,
movie.
it's fantastic. Like there's so many like there's a shot of like he's having a meeting with one of the young kids in this school musical, and the teacher's like having a cigarette shrouded in shadow in the corner of the parking lot. It like they know exactly what they're doing here.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for
Yeah,
this one. That
sounds good.
already has me sold.
I was going to say on the score front, because you said it was like a lot of violins. Is it a little bit like how Shiver Baby uses that score to make it seem like it's got like an underlining horror, but it's not. It's a comedy, really.
Yeah, you know what? It reminded me of Silence of the Lambs. The score.
Another comedy. We all love dark comedies.
That classic
Oh.
comedy, Silence of the Lambs.
Gavin is sick. He is. This is why we haven't had him on for a year. He is sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up for all those films. They all sound blooming fascinating.
And I won't talk about them, but other ones are definitely worth looking into. Lady, Carousel are the other two that are really great. And the other three again, like they're not bad films. Z, Big Girls Don't Cry, which we might have some BFI Flare coverage soon, and The Incomer. Like they're all worth watching. I lucked out, and the eight that I picked to watch, it was all worth it.
Oh, sounds good. And it's finished now, or is it still ongoing?
Oh no, Sundance is
Like
well.
the virtual stuff is finished. They turn the button off.
Oh, you get a
Turn the
very
switch
short
on.
window. You got like 5 days, if that.
Okay.
It's a very short window. I still need to write up my review for the musical, but the others are out.
Okay. Yeah, I think the musical one's the one for me. I don't think
Yeah.
the other ones are, but you know.
Too much.
Yeah, if you... a Josephine and American Doctor double bill would be just
a little bit too much, I would assume. You'd end up being like, well, the world is fucked.
yeah.
Fairly well.
And that's how we should end this edition of the Film Harm podcast. The world is going to shit, but
You're welcome.
But you're welcome. I
But
blame
we'll
Kate.
still be putting out podcasts while it goes down the crapper.
The last thing you listen to is us.
Is us.
Gavin, that inheritance money was for the Filmhounds bunker.
My grandma is rolling in her grave.
I didn't mean to laugh like that.
as we descend into cannibalism in the bunker, cursing your name, Gavin.
All right, let's just end up on there then.
Did you do an outro for it?
That was the outro.
That is all we have time for on this edition of the Filmhounds Film Podcast. Thanks for tuning back in. We're going to try and get more out to you. If you want to find out more of what Gavin's been doing, you will be able to see all of his coverage, reviews and interviews on the Filmhounds website. That's filmhounds.co.uk. You will also be able to see it in print if you like to hold the words in your hands. We are a print magazine. We have a new edition out. There's a very scary chimpanzee on the front cover for Primate. Please go onto the website, order your copy. Do you know what? Even if you don't read it, just order one. Every little helps. And of course, think about subscribing to this podcast. We'll be back next time with some more reviews and apparently laughing at inappropriate things. Thanks for listening.
God is real.
It's a two-part.
This is Avengers Doomsday, and the next one's Secret Wars.
I don't.
Everyone loves a two-part.
Can we not
Modern world.
use Marvel to illustrate a point?
Okay.